Hello everybody, welcome back to another Madhouse video. In this one, let's take a look at the Sunday preview from Games Workshop and what's coming up for pre-order on the 22nd of November. First up, we've got the new Ultramarine Captain Ferran Arios, even. Yes, you heard that right, it's another Ultramarine. This one comes with his own novel, sold separately of course. You can be forgiven for feeling inundated with the big blue Smurfs of late. But it may be down to some of the recent leaks, and a kit or two may have been bumped up the release schedule. That is a theory, at least among a few people. And either way, it is a cool looking mini, and as a good friend of mine pointed out, it's only an Ultramarine if you don't own a hobby knife or a file. You can soon whip off for iconography, or if you're a mini converter, go nuts. Alongside Captain Ferran, we have the contents of the recently released Crux Terminatus box. We've got the Terminator Ancient and the new Assault Terminators, new kits coming out separately. They've been called for quite a long time, I think more or less the entirety of 10th edition, since the new upscale Terminators came out in the Leviathan box. It's great seeing them coming out individually so soon after the special release box, so anyone who missed out on that isn't waiting too long. Rounding out the 40k side of things, we have Sabodan Khan. This is the White Scar captain on a bike, and I'm very much looking forward to this one. He was released a few weeks back, I believe, in the Combat Patrol box, which for anyone wanting to add to their White Scar collection or start a White Scar army, that was fantastic. For people like myself, who are average character collectors, and didn't really want to add the whole Combat Patrol box to their army, because they don't have an army for that. Not quite so great, but hopefully I managed to get one before they sell out their initial stock, which seems to be a thing that keeps happening of late, especially with the new cooler models. And then from 40k we move on to the Old World. We get the release of the Chaos Marauders. It's a big box release with 40 new minis. 40 new minis in there for the Warriors of Chaos army. These kits all look pretty fantastic, to be fair. I'm a very big fan of cavalry units, and they'll certainly stand out on the battlefield against all of the older kits. It'll be interesting to see how much they stand out on the battlefield against all those older kits, because they look quite different. The Arcane Journal is also coming out, and that's sold separately as per usual. And they also have a map of the Old World for those who want to decorate their hobby room, and they've got made to order Empire State Troops to round out the Old World release. Next up is Middle Earth with their own little release. They have Arwen on horseback with Frodo, Gandalf pointing at something, Sam trying to feed Bill the pony, 3 of the Ring Wraiths in their Wraith form, some possibly Mordor Orcs, and what every Middle Earth strategy battle game needs, battlefield casualties. Because why not? Black Library comes up next, and this is kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video mainly. We have Ashes of the Imperium by Chris Wright. This is the new series set in the Heresy era, although technically this is the aftermath of the Heresy now, since the Siege of Terror is finally finished, and, spoiler alert, Horus dies. The first book they show is the special edition version of Ashes of the Imperium, which looks amazing, but will it sell to anyone other than scalpers? GW seem to have trouble when it comes to these releases, like the End of the Death Part 3 or Era of Ruin. The latter, we still haven't seen a release date for, after their first attempt was once again plagued by bots and the site crashed. Orders were cancelled and an email was sent out to register your interest with a promise of more info to come. That info still hasn't come. And with the End of the Death Part 3, they tried twice, and both of those attempts, many books went to scalpers, all of whom were gleefully celebrating on Reddit. And then, after 2 failed attempts, they put a Facebook post out, which I don't think too many people saw, saying that if you'd like to get a copy of the End of the Death Part 3, you had to go all the way to Warhammer World on, I believe it was a Monday. You got a ticket in the morning and you waited until the end of the day to pick up your book and pay for it. This they did. to be fair, because I was only missing that one at the time. Then they decided to release Era of Ruin. We'll see how that one goes when it eventually comes out. Now, with Ashes of the Imperium, this comes with a little bit of a change. Much as the story holds a change in the Scouring, it comes with a little extra note from GW. They say, this is your first chance to buy this edition, which is currently only available while stocks last. If this sells out in a blur, as these things are known to do, thank you scalpers, we'll look to do a restock in the near future, so don't panic. This is certainly a new tactic from GW concerning their special edition releases, the books anyway, and a welcome one, as it's along the lines of what the community has been calling for. Not exactly the same as what the community has been calling for, granted, but it's something positive. I know many have called for a made-to-order system for these special edition books, which I can kind of get on board with. It doesn't make them as a special an edition, because typically they only release around 2,500 of the special edition books. So if you do it as a made-to-order, chances are a lot more people than that are going to want to get them. Not necessarily a bad thing, because it still makes them rare, and a lot of the Heresy books are kind of like that anyway. They do a book run, once those books sell out, they haven't reprinted anymore. That's why I'm finding it so hard to get the last 2 books I need for the Horus Heresy series, but never mind. I'll get them one day, I'm sure. We also have the standard hardback edition. Now these sell out quite fast as well, usually. And we also have the French and German copies, all at the same time. That's quite uncommon, actually. They usually have the foreign language versions a lot later on. It's quite nice to see them coming out at the same time. We also have the Ferren Iros novel, Master of Rites. Again, special edition and hardback volumes, and also in French and German, all at the same time. It'll be interesting to see how fast that one sells out. I think the character novel special editions don't tend to sell out quite as fast. And then we also have a couple of guard books, Hell's Last in paperback and Steel Tread in hardback. And then to round out, we have the Horus Heresy Collection 18, which is the last 3 or 4 books in the Heresy series in French. And we have the Eidolon Heresy era character novel in German. So there's a good few things up for release this week. A couple of things I'm very excited about. Sabodin Khan being one, Ashes of the Imperium being another. Yeah, so what are you all excited about? Is there anything here you're particularly interested in? Will you be trying for the special edition novel? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a like, have a subscribe. Everything helps the channel, helps it grow, and I'll keep trying to improve the content I produce for everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.